I'll tell you somebody else that's going to have new digs to play in this upcoming season is going to be Deandre Hopkins. He just went and visited the Tennessee Titans. Listen, Mike, wasn't that a teammate of yours, Plex? Maybe y'all.
Who, Vrabel? Yeah, I played with Vrabel for 5 years. Yep.
Yeah, if you know Vray, he speaks his mind. He's he really is a football player. Like when you say make a football player a coach, like that really is a football player that has become a coach. Anyways, he was talking that talk, saying he's tired of recruiting people to want to come here. They should have to come, or they should want to come here. Doesn't look like.
I don't know about that.
I mean,
like you want to win. That ain't gonna be the first place you think of.
Absolutely not.
Now, if you show me the money, I want to come there. But if I want to win, you think I'm thinking that's the first place? Come on now.
They got the Southern Bells down there, but other than that, I mean, what are we talking about? They got the pancake pantry. They got Nashville hot chicken. I mean, other than that, then why would you go to Tennessee to compete to win a world championship? And knowing that you have a Derrick Henry in the backyard, in the backfield, who's going to get the ball 30-plus times a game.
Tennessee.
You just fired John Robinson. Basically obliterated his football team when he traded A.J. Brown. He traded Corey Davis. They fired him. So now you want to bring in another elite receiver in DeAndre Hopkins to kind of jumpstart the offense.
And you're boasting that Tannehill is your franchise guy that's delivering the ball.
Yeah.
Didn't they just have an elite
receiver? You got
Malik
Willis.
Malik Willis. They got rid of him.
And Ryan Tannehill. If I'm a free agent wide receiver, that Tennessee wouldn't even be on my list to go play with a Ryan Tannehill and a Malik Willis.
This is the thing, though. You had a young, elite wide receiver, and you chose to get rid of him. That's on you. Like what?
You don't want to recruit guys.
You had a young, elite wide receiver, and you chose to get rid of him. That's on you. Like, what are you doing? That's y'all. Like, sorry, you had him and A.J. Brown, and you said, you know what? We don't want to pay you, so.
And Corey Davis. I mean, he's a good wide receiver.
But if we talking elite. Then you had him in A.J. Brown, and he's young. This is your fault, Tennessee. And it could be why the GM was fired.
Absolutely.
And now, I mean, that could be the case.
He was fired after the Eagles game when Tennessee went and played in Philadelphia, and A.J. Brown hit him for like 170 yards, and he didn't even make it to the plane. They gave him a bus ticket and say, man, drive back to Tennessee from here. You ain't getting on the plane.
Hey, no tarmac for you.
If DeAndre Hopkins goes and plays with the Tennessee Titans, they offered him the best deal. It's simple as that. He not going there to win.
Just like
he not going there because of the quarterback.
I agree.
He going there because of the bread.
All right, now let me throw this one out at you. He's scheduled to go visit the Patriots next.
Nah, boss.
Is that better?
Are we rating the wide receivers? I mean, are we rating the quarterbacks like we did?
Let's just look at the scenario. So, however you want to take it, you go ahead and take it.
He's a C+ maybe quarterback.
Mac Jones.
Hopkins. Yes, Mac Jones. I mean, if you go to New England, Bill Belichick is going to make sure you get the football as a wide receiver.
Bill O'Brien is back in the mix.
But you're not going to get elite play at the quarterback position in Mac
They was
Brown.
calling Mac Jones the heir apparent to Tom Brady after his rookie season.
They ain't been to the playoffs since 12 left. So that should tell you just how good Bill Belichick and them quarterback has been over the past 4 or 5 years.
Now
they ain't been to the playoffs.
It's you can go through so many layers when you talk to New England Patriots. One, as we recall, you go back some years, Bill O'Brien was a Houston Texans head coach when they decided to trade DeAndre Hopkins to the Arizona Cardinals for David Johnson, I believe, a second-round pick.
Great point. Clowney.
How was that relationship?
Great point.
Has that relationship been mended? Does Hopkins want to –
I could possibly be on site with Bill O'Brien if that was how it went down with me.
Go through that.
I'm at the height of my career. You just going to get rid of me.
For basically a running back that has been undervalued. And so,
I mean, is
he
even still in the league? Is he still in the league?
He's not in the league.
Right.
And so that's one layer. The second layer is this, and I don't know if this is true. I don't know. But people say DeAndre Hopkins does not like to practice. He's going to practice 1 day per week. From all I hear with Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots, no, that ain't working with him, boss. That's not working. So now you got an offensive coordinator that got rid of you in your prime. You're going to a team that wants its players to practice and practice hard. You don't do – you in Arizona, weather's great. You don't want to practice there. You don't want to practice in Houston when you're young. You think now, I'm 31, I want to practice in bad weather when it's cold? And so there's just so many layers involved in this. I don't think New England's a possibility unless they give me 15 a year. If it's 15 a year, I get out there and run my body into the ground if you want me to practice, and I ain't got nothing for you on Sunday.
Good luck.
And so I don't see New England being a possibility at all because of the conditions that come with it.
TJ, let me ask you a question. Do you think that he's still a number one wide receiver?
That was going to be my next one. Is he still should he be considered elite?
Yeah, like he gets it done differently than your typical number one receiver.
Because he's not going to separate from you, right?
He's not going to get a ton of separation. He's not the best route runner, but he's going to make contested catches. And, we hold 50-50 balls. When it's DeAndre Hopkins, it's 70-30 balls. It's not 50-50 with him. His ability, his hand-eye coordination, his ability to make hard catches looks somewhat simple.
He good at catching them balls, TJ.
As you would say, pause.
Easy.
I'm just saying. He got the good strong hands.
He is a number one receiver. Yeah. But you also got to understand, Mac Jones, his rookie year, he played pretty well. Last year, that's a mulligan because you had coaches that weren't offensive coaches trying to be offensive coaches.
No such thing.
And so I'll give him a pass for last year. I'll just say this. When you get a guy like DeAndre Hopkins, will a quarterback feel comfortable throwing the ball to him when it looks as if he's covered? You don't have an offseason to go through. And so when do you develop that trust that he's not open, but I'm going to give him an opportunity? That's hard because you've been taught when it looks like he's covered, go the other way. You sometimes it's as if you're forcing the ball to DeAndre Hopkins. He comes down with it. When is that trust going to be built? How long does that take? And I just don't see it happening because, yes, he's a number one, but he just gets it done differently than your typical. Tyreek Hill, he creates separation, he going to run by you. Devontae Adams, he creates separation, he going to run by you. Justin Jefferson, he creates separation, he going to run by you. Jamar Chase, he creates separation. I can go on and on and on about these number one receivers. Hopkins not going to do that, but he will make the play.
Right. We know that DeAndre Hopkins is not going to get a lot of separation, but when Mac Jones was coming out of college, the number one thing that they were saying is like, this guy is extremely accurate. Yeah. So I haven't seen the accuracy that people have been talking about, and now you want to bring in DeAndre Hopkins, who isn't getting separation.
So he needs accuracy.
You need to be accurate. Right. So I don't understand what's going on over there because Mac Jones is not the quarterback heir apparent to I ain't even going to say the name because it don't even make no sense to put him in the same sentence with that guy.
Hey, I heard there's a whole lot of eligible A-list. We was talking A-list B. I heard there's a whole lot of A-listers that are trying to come after Tom Brady being a free agent, and I ain't talking about no football teams either. This is Up On Game, man. That's TJ Houshmandzadeh. That's Plaxico Burress.